Well, when the police start questioning people about their citizenship, sadly, they're not going to ask folks who look like me and talk like me. They're going to be asking people to prove their citizenship based upon the way they look and the way they talk. And we, in fact, saw this spectacle played out on television here in Phoenix just about 2 weeks ago, where the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office conducted a bunch of raids of a fast food restaurant outlets. And what did we see on TV? We saw an American citizen, a young woman with a small child, hauled off to jail. And that's even with a sheriff's office where they have hired a lawyer from Kansas City at $300 per hour to come out and train the sheriff's office in how to deal with immigration situations. And even with all that expensive money and all that taxpayers' money being used to pay these high-priced out-of-state lawyers to train law enforcement, what are they doing? They're taking American citizens and hauling them off to jail just because of the way they look and the way they talk. And we saw on the TV news that woman finally being released from jail to a tearful reunion with her small child and her father, where she had been ripped off from her work site and taken off to jail. And that's even with all this extra training. And the Maricopa County Sheriff said, well, that's just normal police work. Well, if we have that experience with sheriff's officers who have been enforcing immigration laws for years and who have gotten this high price, $300 per hour of taxpayers' money for training, what's going to be the situation with the library clerk or the person at the building and permit department or anyone else in government who's now under this law being told you have to go out and check the person's immigration status? And don't worry if you make a mistake, because this law also provides that the government, if you make a mistake and throw somebody in jail, because even if they're an American citizen, you don't have to worry because we're giving you immunity under this law. So it gives the maximum incentives for a government worker to say, I'm not going to take a chance here. I'll just go ahead. I suspect this person might be here. Let's go ahead and turn him over and see if they might be legal or not and make those mistakes. And sadly, the government database that they're going to check on this makes lots of mistakes. It's not a current or accurate database that is the basis for whether or not somebody's going to get hauled off to jail.